Have you ever wondered what might happen if you were to ejaculate every single day? It's a question many men ponder, yet might feel a little awkward bringing up. In today's world, we're bombarded with so much information, and it can be confusing to know what's truly good for us. Is it a sign of robust health, or could it possibly be overdoing things? Well, let's address this topic directly today. Dr. Anya Sharma here, and I want to offer you a balanced, evidence-based look at what science tells us about daily ejaculation. I won't be giving you a simple yes or no answer because the truth is far more complex than that. Instead, we'll explore both the possible advantages and the potential challenges that might come with this frequency. We'll begin by examining 5 possible benefits that research suggests could arise from ejaculating daily. Then, we'll shift gears and talk about 5 potential problems you should keep in mind. By the time we reach the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer understanding of how this very personal habit can influence your well-being, both physically and mentally. So, let's start with the good news. What are some of the potential benefits of ejaculating every day? First, it encourages the release of those wonderful pleasure hormones. When you ejaculate, your brain sends out a delightful mix of feel-good chemicals. These include endorphins, which are like the body's natural pain relievers and mood boosters. You also experience a surge of dopamine, a neurotransmitter linked to pleasure and reward, and oxytocin, often called the love hormone, which fosters connection and relaxation. And finally, there's serotonin, which helps to stabilize your mood and contributes to feelings of well-being and contentment. This hormonal cocktail is why you often feel so relaxed, happy, and at peace after an orgasm. Regular release of these hormones can contribute to a brighter overall mood and help to ease stress. The second benefit is that it can help you sleep better. If you've ever felt drowsy after ejaculating, you're certainly not alone. This is largely thanks to the release of a hormone known as prolactin. Prolactin promotes feelings of relaxation and sleepiness, which explains why many men find it easier to drift off to sleep after sex or masturbation. Those same pleasure hormones we just talked about, like oxytocin and endorphins, also help to reduce tension and encourage a state of calm, making it easier to fall asleep. For anyone who struggles with insomnia or restless nights, this natural sedative effect can be a real blessing, leading to better sleep quality and, as a result, more energy throughout the day. Third on our list is the promotion of vasodilation, which simply means the widening of your blood vessels. During sexual excitement and orgasm, your heart rate goes up and blood flow improves throughout your entire body, not just in your genital area. This process helps your blood vessels expand, which is good for your cardiovascular system. Improved blood circulation ensures that oxygen and nutrients are delivered efficiently to all your organs and tissues. Over the long run, this can contribute to improved heart health and might even help to lower blood pressure. Think of it as a little workout for your circulatory system. The fourth benefit is one that gets a lot of attention: a reduced risk of prostate cancer. Several important studies have looked into this connection. The most notable one, a long-term study from Harvard University, followed over 30,000 men for almost 2 decades. The findings, published in the journal European Urology, showed that men who ejaculated frequently, specifically 21 or more times per month, had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who ejaculated less often. The leading theory is that frequent ejaculation helps to flush out the prostate, clearing it of potentially harmful substances and old cells that could otherwise accumulate and become cancerous. While it's not a guarantee, it's compelling evidence that regular ejaculation plays a protective role for the prostate. Finally, the fifth benefit is that it can give your immune system a boost. You might not think of ejaculation as a way to ward off a cold, but some research suggests it can be helpful. Studies have shown that sexual arousal and orgasm can increase the levels of certain antibodies, such as immunoglobulin A, or IgA. IgA is one of your body's first lines of defense against viruses and bacteria. Furthermore, the stress-reducing effects of orgasm also play a vital role here. We know that chronic stress can weaken the immune system, making you more susceptible to illness. By helping to lower stress levels, Regular ejaculation can indirectly support a stronger and more responsive immune system, helping you stay healthier overall. Now that we've looked at the potential upsides, it's important to consider the other side of the coin. What are the potential problems or downsides of ejaculating every day? The first potential issue is that it could become a psychological compulsion. It's vital to distinguish between a healthy habit and a compulsive behavior. If you enjoy ejaculating daily and it doesn't negatively affect your life, it's probably not a problem. However, if you feel an overwhelming urge to do it every day and it starts to interfere with your work, your social life, or your responsibilities, it might be turning into a compulsion. Compulsive behavior is marked by a loss of control, where the act is no longer a choice but a perceived necessity. This can lead to feelings of guilt or shame and could be a sign of an underlying psychological issue that needs attention. Second, it could be used as an emotional crutch. Many people turn to masturbation and ejaculation to cope with feelings of stress, anxiety, fear, or sadness. The release of pleasure hormones provides temporary relief, making it an effective short-term coping strategy. The problem arises when this becomes the only way you deal with difficult emotions. Using ejaculation as an emotional crutch can prevent you from developing other, more sustainable coping strategies, like exercise, meditation, or talking to a friend or therapist. It masks the underlying problem without actually solving it, which can be detrimental to your long-term emotional well-being. The third potential problem relates to fertility, a decrease in the quantity of sperm in the semen. Your body needs time to produce and mature sperm. While production is constant, a full recharge can take around 72 hours. When you ejaculate daily, your body doesn't have enough time to replenish its sperm reserves to maximum levels. This leads to a lower sperm count per ejaculation. For most men, this isn't a problem. But if you and your partner are actively trying to conceive, ejaculating every day might reduce your chances of success. In this specific situation, spacing out ejaculations by 2 to 3 days can help ensure a higher concentration of sperm, increasing the likelihood of fertilization. Fourth is a potential decrease in desire. While it might seem counterintuitive, ejaculating too frequently can sometimes lead to a lower libido. This is partly because the brain becomes accustomed to the constant release of pleasure hormones. If your brain's reward system is constantly being activated, it can become desensitized over time, meaning you need more stimulation to achieve the same level of pleasure, and your overall spontaneous desire may decrease. Furthermore, there's the refractory period, the time a man needs to recover after an orgasm before he can become aroused again. While this period varies, constant ejaculation can keep your desire at a lower baseline. Sometimes a short period of abstinence can help reset your system and reignite that sexual spark. The fifth and final potential problem is that it can contribute to premature ejaculation and erectile dysfunction. This is especially true if daily ejaculation occurs through rapid masturbation. If you get into the habit of rushing to the finish line as quickly as possible, you are essentially training your body and brain for a sprint, not a marathon. This conditioning can be difficult to unlearn and often translates into premature ejaculation during partnered sex. Moreover, this can create a cycle of performance anxiety. Worrying about lasting longer can, in some cases, contribute to psychological erectile dysfunction, where the fear of not performing well makes it difficult to get or maintain an erection. The focus shifts from pleasure to performance, which can be damaging to a healthy sex life. Now, I know that for many men, hearing about issues like premature ejaculation and ED can be incredibly frustrating. These are common struggles, and the search for a real, lasting solution can feel overwhelming. While our focus today is on understanding the science behind daily habits, I wanted to share something I came across for those of you looking for a powerful next step. It's a fascinating video that reveals a very different approach to restoring male performance. It details a surprisingly simple 7-second home remedy that is 100% natural and designed to reverse the root cause of these performance problems without any pills or injections. It's one of the most eye-opening presentations on the topic I've ever seen. If you want to discover this for yourself, point your phone's camera at the QR code you see on the screen right now. It will take you directly to the free video. For your convenience, I've also put a direct link right at the top of the pinned comments below. With that said, let's wrap up our discussion and summarize the key takeaways about ejaculating every day. So, to recap, what happens if you ejaculate every day? As we've seen, it's not a straightforward question with a simple answer. It's a complex topic with a range of potential effects. On one hand, it can offer significant benefits, from boosting your mood and improving your sleep to potentially lowering your risk for prostate cancer and strengthening your immune system. On the other hand, it carries potential risks, such as becoming a psychological compulsion and emotional crutch or contributing to fertility and sexual performance issues like premature ejaculation. Ultimately, the key is balance and self-awareness. There's no magic number that's right for everyone. The most important thing is to listen to your own body and mind. If ejaculating daily makes you feel good, reduces your stress, and doesn't interfere with your life, then it's likely a healthy practice for you. However, if you feel it's become a compulsion, if you're using it to avoid dealing with your emotions, or if it's causing issues in your sex life, it might be time to reassess. If you have any concerns about your sexual health, it's always best to speak with a doctor or a mental health professional. If you found this video helpful and informative, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and hit the notification bell so you don't